So again, my name is Maciej. I'm a Pic-Time ambassador. I'm happy to be a co-host of this webinar today, and I'm joined by Lauren.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren, and I am Pic-Time Senior Support Agent. And today we're going to be talking about Sales Automation app.
How can we maybe extend that a little bit so you can understand what sales automation actually is?
Yeah. So today we're going to be going over the sales automation apps. We're not going to be going over all of them today, but we'll be doing some of the more simple ones. So basically a sales automation app there are different ways for you to do online store sales basically. But there are some apps that are really simple and are more geared towards like single events or occasions, versus other apps that are more geared towards photographer workflow and things like that. So we'll get into all of that today. So
yeah, you guys were all excited about setting this up last week when we started with store settings. So yeah, we're taking this. Lauren's gonna help us take this to the next level. Also, like the app as a name, like Pic-Time uses the name app just for a whole package of actions that can happen and be triggered with some other actions. You're gonna see how to set up, but basically by app, we mean a specialized automations for a special occasion, let's say. And what we wanna mention as well is that all of these sessions are being recorded. We have already 2 of them online on the YouTube channel. The last week's webinar is also in a Facebook group. So you can go back to these, you can rewatch these, and you will be able to rewatch this one as well. We do have signals from photographers that they play pause. They generally play pause the whole thing to set it up along with Lauren. So just so you know, it might be helpful. But we can first like go share your screen and we can start just doing like quick recap of the basic settings that have to be set up before we dive deep into sales automations.
Perfect. So can everybody see my screen? Does it all look good? I'm assuming so. Sweet.
Can see your screen? Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll go over really quickly some of the things, just super quickly, some of the things that we talked about in the other webinar last week, just because there are certain setups that you absolutely do need to do before you create a sales automation app. So really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and come here to the main photographer dashboard. And then I'm going to go over here to my settings and I'm going to set up my address right here in the profile tab. The address will be important for, tax purposes and things like that in the storefront. And then you'll want to just make sure that your time zone is correct because the apps will send out according to your time zone. And then the other thing that you want to make sure you have set up is in your store settings. You obviously want to make sure all of this is squared away. But I would also highly suggest putting orders on hold so that before the order is sent off to the printer, you're able to still double check and make sure that everything looks good. And then of course you do want to set up your store pricing and make sure all of your prices are really good to go. If you already have your store pricing set up and you want to increase your already existing prices, you can go over here to this pricing markup button and apply on the price of your product, and that will increase your sale on your already existing price instead of on the cost of the product. So you can really quickly apply your markup if you've already set up your pricing, but you need to have a little bit of a boost before you create a store sale. So those are the sort of 3-4 settings that you need to have set up really quickly. Yep.
Yeah. And these are just like recommendations. Of course, some of these going to be crucial for apps to be running. But yeah, with the prices, you need to, like when you set it up before, like in the webinar last week, maybe you've set up all the prices and you are sure about your prices, you can just walk through them once again, making sure everything's set up correctly. So you are not, I think this is just like a little bit of a nervous situation. Every time you just click on for something to launch. So yeah, so just making sure everything is set up correctly is very important.
Yep. So I will go ahead and come back to the main photographer dashboard here. And I will actually just go into one of the projects. So you'll notice that when you're creating your project, there's this automation and discounts tab. And you'll see that there are just a couple apps that are sort of already set up. And you can really, really quickly toggle these ones on or off and set up the discount really, really quickly if you want to just use what Pic-Time has pre-made for you. But you can also go in and edit the settings of all of these apps as well. And really the thing behind the sales automation apps is that each app is really supposed to represent like a different business model or a different need for you as a photographer. So all of the apps here, they come fully packaged and configured and ready to go for you to use, but you also are able to edit them to fit your voice and your style so that it feels more authentic to your clients, of course. And there, you'll notice later on in this webinar that there's a bunch of apps that you can choose from. But really the purpose is you're not necessarily supposed to use every single one of the apps. You're really just supposed to pick ones that will match your way of doing your business, or perhaps pick ones that will help improve your business too. For example, the abandoned cart app. I never used that app until I came over to Pic-Time, and now it's like my favorite app of all time. So incorporating some of the workflows that the app has into your own business, and then also finding the ones that will, you know, fit what you already have existing. So yeah, the concept is basically to just set up a few that are like your standards that you're going to use, and then you can just quickly assign them to your galleries as you go. There's no need to like recreate a coupon every single time you want to send out a discount to your clients. So we'll go over some of the easier ones to set up today. And, you know, I'd say all of these ones are pretty simple to set up. Again, you can really quickly just toggle them on or off if you don't want to go through the full setup option, but we'll go through the full setup option today. So yeah, I will go ahead and come here to the dashboard tab again, and all of the apps live in the sales and automation section. You'll notice that there's this campaigns tab and then an automations tab. And really the difference between these two categories of apps is that the campaigns are more for like a singular event sort of thing. So you'll notice here, Pic-Time has a bunch of pre-made ones that are focused around the holidays because it's Christmas time now. So we will also create, you know, different apps for different holidays and things like that. So like Valentine's Day or, you know, whatever other holidays there are. And so the campaigns are more for like, you know, a holiday or like a single store sale or like a birthday discount kind of thing. Whereas the automations are more geared towards some specific things. So I'll even click on here to more automations, and you can see here that there are some that are to boost your store sales, like the abandoned cart app, which will send clients a discount before, you know, if they leave items in their shopping cart. The gallery workflow is one that's really good to fit whatever business model you already have. So for example, the simple sales system is really good to, if you are like a portrait photographer and you do in-person sales, the simple sales app will give a print credit for the shop and then also download packages too. And then, you know, Early Bird will send out a discount to users when they first view the gallery. Gallery Expiration will send out a discount before the gallery expires. And then you'll also have these product and service sort of apps. So this one, the mini sessions app, you can use to advertise, you know, your mini photo shoots, or the send product app. I like to use this one to send my clients a custom designed wedding album sort of thing. So they all have discounts in them, but they all do also have some sort of workflow
different stuff. Yeah. And I think like what we do have here in automation sections, these are more like ongoing marketing strategies. So this is not a stuff that you'll say like, oh yeah, I need to send a client 20% off for an album. So I just gonna do like quickly do this. No, these are more of a thing that you would probably set up before your, if you're a wedding photographer, before your wedding season kicks in. So you can set it up for a whole year. And this will just manage all of your discounts that will be applied to all the possible weddings that you're going to shoot. So for example, I'm going to shoot 20 weddings this year. So all of my 20 couples will get a automated emails from a Pic-Time system whenever they launch the gallery, wherever the gallery expires and stuff like that. So this is the stuff that you probably set up once and will live for a year at least, for a season. Maybe after a season, I'll renew it and check some stuff and maybe change some stuff. So these are more complex, definitely need some more time to manage them, to maybe not manage, to set them up. But if you set them up, they're going to be really helpful, and you don't need much than just turn them on for a specific gallery that you're launching.
Exactly. Yeah. And also at the same time, if you want to have two different versions of an app, you totally can do that too. So for example, you can have one abandoned cart app that's for your wedding clients, and then you can install a different one that's for your portrait clients, for example. So you can also have multiple versions of the same app too. But yeah, it's definitely for, you kind of set it up all beforehand, and then you can just really quickly apply it to all of your projects as you go. Or you can also add it to the project template, and then it's automatically added when you first create a project. So, Magic, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What app would you like us to set up first? So what kind of, thing do you do as a wedding photographer that you would like to create a sale for, basically?
So like, I think via Pic-Time, the most stuff that I sell is prints. So prints is like the product that I would sell most, because prints can apply not only for my wedding couple, but also for all the guests. Like everyone loves print, and especially if you do like your own, let's say, voyage of believing in power of the print. And for example, sharing prints on social media, sharing some behind the scenes of yours, like showing all the prints like I do have with my kids and stuff like that. Like this helps selling much more than not doing that. So I think like prints are very important to me and can be very helpful.
Well, let's do a free prints one. One of the great things about the sales app is that, of course, it gets your clients to actually view the online store and will encourage them to, place an order. So we do highly recommend doing something like a free product coupon for just like a couple free prints, because it's basically zero cost to you as the photographer. And then you get your client in the shop, in their shopping cart with prints ready to check out. And that will encourage them to even place more orders too. So I will go ahead and come over here and click on more campaigns, and I will set up just a quick general coupon app for that. The general coupon app is sort of the most basic of all of the apps. So what we encounter in this app will encounter in all of the apps basically. So I will let's do 3 free prints general coupon. Perfect. So when you first come and create the app, you'll see that there are a few different steps, and each app will have, different steps, of course. But with all of the apps, you will encounter a discount, you'll encounter a campaign duration, you'll encounter emails, and you'll encounter banners. So if you kind of get this basic setup, it's pretty easy to get with all of the other apps. So I will come over here first into the discount. And there's a bunch of different discount types that you can choose from. You can do a percentage off. You can do $1 off for like a print credit. You can do a free product coupon if you give, a complimentary wedding album or like a calendar or something like that. You can also do a free shipping coupon. So we'll go over a few of these. But
I think what is important to mention here, that this discount box that now we see is going to be the discount box for every single app that we will use.
Yes, yes, exactly.
So if you get familiar with this box here, how to set up a certain discount for a certain product, you're going to be changing all these discounts in other apps with the same ease as here, because it's not too much complicated. It's rather simple stuff that you can replicate in other apps.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, this box will be the same throughout all of the apps. So it's very easy to set up once you get, you know, kind of the initial feel for it. So yeah. Let's go ahead and do a free product app. And we'll do the free product discount for our 3 free prints. And then this description is, you know, what the client will see in their shopping cart once they put the discount code in their cart. And you'll notice here that there's this little dynamic text token, and you'll encounter these a lot, especially in the emails and the banners. But there's different text tokens that will autofill with whatever the appropriate information is when the app is actually sent out. So this will allow you to even further customize and automate everything, so you don't have to manually type out the discount value or people's names every time. So the dynamic text tokens will definitely be your friend for this, but the description is what will appear when the client adds the coupon code to their shopping cart. The coupon code, of course, is the coupon code that they have to add. And then the number of times each user can use this code. This will sort of differ depending on which app that we use. But basically it means that the client can only use the coupon code once. With this free product app, it's actually slightly different. So we'll talk about that in a second. But and then over here, there's more options for free shipping if you want free shipping to be applied to the discount too. And then a minimum order requirement if you want the shopping cart to have a certain amount of products in before the discount code can be applied. And then you can also limit it to specific products. So this is so that the discount will only be applied to these particular things. So we want to give away 3 free prints, right? So I'm going to come down here to my prints section, and let's see, I want to do 3 4x6 prints. Now, right now I've selected 3 4x6 matte prints, but I would like to also give my client the option to select semi-gloss. So I'm going to come down here and also find the 4x6 semi-gloss prints and do 3 free prints for that as well. So with the free product coupon, this number of times each user can use this code is dependent on the number of products. So if I would like the client to get the semi-gloss prints and the matte prints for free, then I would put the number of times that each user can use this code to 2, because there's 2 different product options. But if I only want the client to be able to choose semi-gloss or matte prints, then I would set this number to 1 so that they can only choose one of the product options for their free prints. So with this, they can get either 3 4x6 semi-gloss prints or 3 matte prints for free. So
nice.
Does that all make sense to you, Maciej?
That's it. That makes sense to me.
Cool.
And
Sweet.
I think like the best thing about setting up a free 3 prints, like literally 3 prints, costs nothing for you as a photographer, but that's the best way to get your clients to the store. Because imagine they're just going to the store, and what they see in the store, they see all of their beautiful images on the different various products before going into that 3 prints to choose. So that's very tempting, you know, especially when you're doing weddings like I do, or probably families that will work as well, that they're very excited the moment they get the photos. They're very excited. So if you would sign up a coupon like this in the moment that they get the gallery for the first time and they watch the photos for the first time and they're so excited and bring you all these memories for the first time, this is like free advertisement. Like
Mm-hmm.
What is three prints? Like, Lauren, what is three prints? 30 cents, 50 cents, I don't know, $1,
Yeah,
$2.
it's less than $1 probably.
Make sure I think what is very important in this dialog box here is that you do not do free shipping here, because that would not make much sense. It could be that your clients are far away or they will choose a rush shipping and you would have to pay for this or something like that. It doesn't make sense here to do free shipping, but free products, yeah, that's a really nice gesture. Mm-hmm. And even if they don't use it, they will see the store. But I wouldn't imagine them not using them.
Yeah. And the thing with the free shipping is when they see they still have to pay for shipping, then they'll just put more items in their shopping cart. So it's sort of a win-win for everybody because they get a couple free prints and then you get, some profit for the other things that they purchase. If
we could change the description here so that matches our discount.
Oh, yes. 3 free prints.
On me, or 3 prints on me for you.
Oh, yeah. Like I like that one.
I think it depends on your language, your brand language. So some of us photographers would be more funky and quirky and fun, and some of us would be like maybe putting some curse words in here just to be so cool about it, like gangsta style. That others would be very formal and appropriate. So I guess like this description has to match your brand style and your brand voice. But yeah, 3 prints on me sounds good.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I always like to use the verbiage of people, printing out their images and getting their digital files off of a computer and into the real world. So yeah, it's definitely really, really important to hone in your personal voice so that you can encourage people to actually, place orders and things like that. So yeah, that's great. I love customizing the discount codes and making it super fun.
Like over the time working with you on these webinars, I've learned that you love customizing in general.
I do. It's very fun. It's very fun to make it just look absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Like you, right?
Yeah.
It makes it look exactly like you want it to look and to match your brand, which is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so then the next step right here after we've got...
Can I mention something? We do see that this little box this little circle turned black. It means that we've changed it, right?
Yeah, so basically the system will automatically sort of check mark these steps as you go through them. And if you don't click on any of these, you'll see that the check mark is unchecked. It just makes sure you look through.
A question that is important to answer right now. Alexandra says like, yeah, but images, they still cost something. So how do they not cost us anything? I meant not literal anything. It will cost us just a few dollars. So this is a very cheap way to get your clients to your store, because cost of a print would be depending on your country and which labs are you using, between probably 30 or 50 cents. So this is not much that you are giving away your client.
Yeah, that is a good point though. If you do something like a free product or like $1 off coupon or a free shipping coupon, then whatever the client doesn't pay, if the production cost and the shipping cost still needs to be paid by someone, it's going to be you as the photographer is going to be charged for it. So yeah, you will want to keep in mind that sometimes you will be charged instead when you give out a discount. But so for example, like a free shipping coupon, then the photographer is just charged the shipping. So you do want to keep that in mind, and then just factor that into your marketing and stuff. So yeah. Okay, cool. So the next step here is the campaign duration. And this is basically how long the coupon code will be active for. So at the end of the campaign duration, the coupon code will expire and no one will be able to use it anymore, and the sale will sort of be done. Now, the length that you want to choose for your campaign duration will, of course, depend on the app itself. For something like a free print coupon, I would do something like 2 weeks so that the client is able to look through and actually create the products before they purchase it. But here you can set up the duration for the campaign. You can have it be 1 day to like 48 months sort of thing. So you can really basically make it as long or as short as you want it. And then this adjust time will just adjust when the coupon expires to 11:59 p.m. instead. So in general, I'd suggest that everybody just checks mark that option. And then also in the email section, this is where you'll basically email out all of your clients what the discount code is and what they can expect from it. And you can also set up reminder emails as well. So we'll go over here into the edit email message. And there's a bunch of things that you can customize about it. You can change up pretty much everything. We can go over here and change our cover photo if we wanted to. There's a bunch of different pre-made designs that Pic-Time has already made for photographers. You can also use the project's cover photo, or you can also even upload an image too. So I'll go ahead and upload this one here, and then it will just autofill into the email. And then you have your email subject, and then you have your title as well. And you'll notice that there's these dynamic text tokens again that will autofill with our appropriate discount. So
where can you find all of them? That was a question asked before.
So you can find all of them in the knowledge base. And then also here, when you come to edit the main email message, you can click this dynamic text button up here in the top left corner, and that will also give you a list. So yeah. So I will, for example, copy the first name, and I will stick it in here so that whenever I send it to my clients, it will say, "Hi, Magic, here are your 3 free prints."
Exactly. And
yeah,
I feel very honored to get them.
Good. So we'll do 3 prints on me. And then we can even change this to get.
Yeah. So like changing these emails is not necessary, but we do recommend changing them. This is like, especially if you're setting something really custom, then you need to change them. But most of them are good starting point.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you do always want to just double check and read through everything and make sure everything actually reads correctly. But yeah, most of
it matches again your brand voice, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if the more personal it feels, the more conversion you will get out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. I was very much a photographer who was like totally hands off, and I didn't want to do any sort of sales things because that felt really invasive for my clients. But with the sales automations, you can really, it's just like me sending an email to people being like, "Hey, here's a discount if you want." So it feels really, really genuine and authentic, which is really nice. And Pic-Time makes it so easy to be kind of advertising, but not make it feel very advertising, which I really appreciate. So yeah. And then you can also add reminder emails too if you want clients to be reminded right before the campaign ends.
So I'd probably do, like for this one, I'd probably do announcement and one day before. Like the last day. This is, I think the most conversions I get is the last day of a promo.
Yep, exactly. I know. I tend to find that the most of the changes happen on the last day too, where people will finally come in and convert. So we'll do last day.
Oh, there's a question. Can you show changing the body of the text? There's this message here, and you just click edit, and there will be the pop-up box with the body of the message, and you have dynamic text on the top right corner here.
And then you'll just click apply, and then it will be right here. And you can also even change the button text too.
Oh, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I usually do something like, boom, let's do it. Or something fun.
That's great. I love that. That's so fun.
You went for a boring view gallery? Come on, go for like the freaking prints. Get me those prints.
Get me those prints. That's so funny. Yeah. Okay, here.
So what you set up here in the emails, sorry, if we can just get back for one sec. So with emails, it means that the only 2 emails will be sent to each user that will be applied to this app, which is the announcement email. So the announcement of the coupon. on the day one, and then 13 days later, they will get another email. So depending on how long is the promo, you might want to, you know, put some emails in the middle. That's why they're like reminder 1 week, reminder 3 days, so we can add others. But like, I think it's very up to you how much salesy you want to be with it. And then depending on the campaign duration. If it's a short campaign, I don't think you want your clients get email every single day, you know, hey, there's a promo. Oh, remember, I told you yesterday, there's a promo. Hey, remember, there's a promo. It's ending in 3 days. And hey, today is the last day. So that's pretty crazy, but totally up to you. Yeah, we live in a busy world. So people, you know, get the emails lost. But yeah, so here, Pic-Time lets you choose because you can customize all these emails. It may sound not salesy at all.
Yeah, exactly. And then also with those emails, you can also set a different time for the emails to send out. You can either do the earliest possible time, which is basically when you assign the app to the project, or you can have this optimized schedule and it will send the emails out at 8 a.m., 2 p.m., or 8 p.m., I believe, every day. And those are like the best times where people are checking their emails. So I tend to do the optimized schedule just because that makes things more convenient for people. And then
There's also a question, if people log in at different times, will the discount period start from the moment of the first go? Not in this general coupon that we set up right now. We will show you the other example that works this way, but this is like from the automation section. So stay with us. Joe, we're going to show you how that works in a different app. So this is, again, what we are setting right now is a general coupon, which means you just start it like, hey, it's from today, 2 weeks. That's it. And then you assign it to whatever clients you have, whatever clients you want to assign it to, and they will get the emails on announcement and a day before. That's how we set it up right now.
Exactly. Yeah. And then the last thing with this general coupon app is that you can also set up different banners to display in the gallery itself. And again, you can customize it. You can change the background color if you want. You can change the banner, text if you want. So we can say, let's do 3 free prints on me. Use code.
Use code, yeah.
Checkout, and that will autofill with our discount
exactly
code. And then maybe we'll change the background color to be something that, you know, that's like kind of fun here. Maybe we'll do it like pink. I like pink.
Oh, nice.
Something like that. And then there's also the large banner that you can display in the gallery too. There's also this little photo banner. This one's my favorite one because it does like the countdown of the discount. That one's really, really cool. And then there's also this product row one where you can choose which products you want to display on this one. This is really good for specific sales. If you're just doing like an album sale or like a metal print sale or something like that, this would be good for something like that.
So generally these banners here, they just give additional, boosts of your sales. Like whenever your client is walking through their gallery, just watching their photos. And if it's in the middle of the campaign that you're running, so here, general coupon, they will see these in the gallery, which is amazing, super powerful.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Again, especially also, here with this 3 free prints that, let's say this is the stuff that you would send on the first day they just launched their gallery, and it's for 2 weeks. Like I imagine my wedding clients look at their gallery 6-7 times a day for the first week when they get it. So they see that 3 free prints.
Exactly. And it's like it's in their brain then, and then they're
whatever you decide. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then also if you want, you can even delete banners too, if you don't want banners to display. And you can also delete emails as well. So yeah. And then the last thing with all of the apps is that you can leave a note to yourself. So I usually
just to answer Matthew's question, because that was about banners. Are these banners on the gallery or in the emails?
So the banners are in the gallery and then in the store. So this store rotator one will be in the store itself, and then all the rest will be in the gallery. Yep.
So emails are emails. You set them up already. We have that that little icon on the black. That means we walk here. This step is complete. Now we go to banners. You can turn them off, all of them, if you don't want to use them. But yeah, so this is like the additional piece of your campaign that will show your campaign to your clients.
Yep. You can get pretty crazy with turning things on and off. You can even delete the discount itself if you wanted and just have random emails sent to your clients. You could delete all of the emails and just have banners display in the gallery. So you can get pretty customizable with how you want to share, whatever you're sharing with your clients. But yeah, in this note to yourself, this is just an internal note to you as a photographer. Right before you assign the app to a project, you'll see this note. So I usually like to just put what the discount is. So 3 free 4x6 prints.
So you don't have to go to the discount box just to check and make sure
what you set up. And then I also usually like to say if emails are sending or not, just so that I know what things are going out in the system. But that's pretty much all of the kind of notes that I leave to myself, but you can obviously put whatever you want in here. And then we will go ahead and save, and then it's good to go. So then at this point, you would just assign the app to your galleries.
Wait, that box that we just saw said automation is set up, and there was a link that you can assign this to the galleries or do it later. You click do it later because you want to show us how to set them up differently.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a couple of different ways you can actually assign the app. You can do it inside the app itself. So we'll click this assign to galleries button, and then this is the assignments page. So this is where we'll actually go through and we will select whatever projects we want. I'll select my Emma and Have project, and we'll click apply. And then the recipients is for whoever will be receiving the discount. So for some apps, you can select specific users, and you can also do it by criteria. So based on user type. So for something
I think that was a question in the chat. Does it go only to your wedding couple? No. So here where it goes. Here you set up where it goes.
Yeah, so if I did want it to go to just my wedding couple, then I would select the main clients only, and then it would only send out to them and not the vendors too. And then you can also set the app start date too if you want to choose a specific date. Otherwise, if you select now, then the app will sort of become active right then. And then when you click apply and the app is assigned, then this is sort of when the emails will send out.
I think it's worth mentioning here that it is important for you guys to watch the first two webinars again, if you have not, because then we were talking about the difference between the user types in the system and how to manage them through your share tab in the project dashboard. And this is very important because like managing this on your side helps you then with automation. So make sure the main clients is always the wedding couple, for example. If you shoot weddings or are the main clients that they will receive the photos. Then use photographers invited to invite all the people that are not related maybe to the wedding couple. So like vendors that you want to send some floral photos, or maybe another couple that you want to show full gallery of this couple just to show examples of your work. So use photographers invited, and then guest link would be to all the guests of your couple. And if you manage this that way, then you can set automations that for example, like the free print only goes to your wedding couple. Versus when you're doing maybe a 20% discount on a print, will go to all the guests, because you want all the guests when they are scrolling through the gallery, maybe see the banner being like, hey, 20% off. And every person that will be invited by your couple So maybe their cousins, you know, their friends and family and everyone will go through the gallery and they will engage, and then they will be engaged by this 20% off. So
exactly. Yeah, you really want to pay attention to who you're sending the app to, and which apps are appropriate to send to everybody versus just your main clients. You don't want to send 3 free prints to everybody in the wedding gallery. Yeah.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and go over to the Emma and Have project and show you how to add it to the specific project. So we'll go ahead and come over here to the automations and discounts tab. I will just remove this temporarily. And then you can come over here and you can click this add more automations button. And this is where we can select our app. And you'll see I have my little notes that's here. So I know it's for 3 free prints. And then I will click this. And here I can go back into the recipients. And since I've selected the specific project, I can, you know, come in here and select the specific users. There's not actually any people in this project yet because it's just a fake project. But for right now, we'll just select main clients again.
I can confirm that it does work. When you have actual people in the gallery that are signed up for a gallery,
well, here we can even...
You would see the email addresses here and names, which is really amazing and helpful. Oh, we're gonna see Lauren.
Yeah, we'll put my email. We won't make people imagine it here. Cool, so let's go ahead and go back to the sales and automation and let's create another general coupon app. I wanna do another one.
Okay, so we are now exploring the land of the most simple here, general coupons that you just do once and send them out, like we just did to Emma and what was that, Javi?
Oh, yes, Emma and Have is the project. Cool, so I will go ahead and create another general coupon, and I want to show everybody how to do a free shipping one. I really love doing a free shipping coupon because I love getting the free shipping discounts whenever I'm shopping online, so I like giving it out to my clients too.
Okay, which makes sense. So it's a very personal thing that you are very committed to that free shipping. Yeah, nice.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll come over here into the discount and I will select the discount type. This one's going to be a free shipping. So I'll say free shipping over here. And for this one, I'm actually going to set the number of times that each user can use this code to something ridiculous like 100 or something like that, so that they can use the coupon code whenever they want, basically. And then for
does that mean that they can order 3 or 4 times with free shipping?
Yes, exactly. So with the caveat for this one is that I'm going to have a minimum order requirement and I'm going to do something like $200. So
okay.
For this, the client will get free shipping on all orders over $200. So that way it's worth it to me to give them to pay for shipping myself, because they'll still be spending at least $200 worth of money and the free shipping will pay for itself with that.
So let's imagine you have your markup set at 200%, you're still making $100.
Exactly.
$100.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the other thing I wanted to mention with this that I didn't talk about before was this discount stacking. This will basically allow clients to use multiple discounts on a single product. In general, you'll probably want to not check mark this. You'll only want to check mark it if you kind of really know exactly what discounts you're giving out to people and like you really know exactly what's going on in the system. Because with this discount stacking, you know, people can accidentally get more and more discounts than they're really intending to give their clients. So in general, you'll probably want to just leave that unchecked.
That's like next level math. So
yeah, there's a lot of math in
percentages, knowing what to do. We might want to go deeper on this in the next webinar, but for now we do recommend not clicking that box.
Yeah, exactly. So
if you're
I will go ahead and
click your first coupons, you don't need this.
Yeah, no need for that. And then for something like this free shipping coupon, I would just set the campaign duration for as long as possible because I pretty much want it to be active for forever for my clients. So I'm going to select the longest possible option, which is 30 days plus 48 months, which is like
So this
many,
is
many
something that
years.
is always there in your store, free
Mhm.
shipping for $200.
Exactly. Yeah, it's sort of like a universal discount that's just for everybody available all the time. So I will go ahead and click apply. And then for emails, for something like this, I may not want to send out any emails at all. So I will just delete all of the emails. I may even want to just remove all of my banners even too. Well, not all of the banners because then we'll want the client to actually see it. But I'll just leave one banner so that the client knows that this coupon code is, available for them. And I will go in here, I'll choose a fun color. Maybe I'll do a nice green color for the holidays. And then we'll do, free shipping on all orders. And then use code and then whatever it is. Perfect. And there you go. And so with this setup, the client will go into the gallery and they'll just see the banner there and they won't get any emails about it, but they'll see that it's a coupon code that's available to them all the time, basically. So then I'll do free shipping over here, 200 minimum.
We have a nice discussion brought by Rachel in the chat that if you do free shipping, you might want to do stack orders, like having that stack with others. It's up to you totally. Yes, we were saying that it's more of a dangerous thing that if you set up multiple percentages off or having dollars off and percentage off, it can be really hard to follow that, especially on a long duration automation. With a thing like free shipping, it's up to you. Yes, you might want to do like general 50% off store wide in your store, and then even add a free shipping over $200, which is always in your store. But yeah, it's totally up to you here.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go ahead and click save, and then this app is ready to go as well. So then we can go over here and we can assign it to our galleries if we want. I will actually we'll throw everybody a curveball here. I will actually go and add this to one of my project templates instead. Since this is an app that I want on all of my projects already, I'm going to go over here back to the main photographer dashboard. I'll go here to my settings, preferences, and then I will click on my family project template. And then I can come over here to the automations and discounts and add my free shipping discount already. So with the project templates, we talked about it a lot more in the other webinar, but basically when I go to create a project, I can just select the template instead, and it will autofill with all of the settings that I have, including this sales app. So this app is now added to my family template, and whenever I create a family project, it will already automatically be applied, which is perfect. And then again, we can go ahead and come over here to the specific project, and I'll go ahead and add it here live too. And then for something like this, I just put the recipients to everybody. You may want to go in and uncheck photographer invited, for example. Oh, and here my name is here now. So we're here now. There I am. Yep. So maybe I just want to give free shipping to just a singular user. Then I can just select myself. And then click apply, and then it's ready to go. The other fun thing about the apps too is that you can preview all of them if you want. So in this projects, automation, and discounts tab, I can come over here to these three little dots, and I can click this preview button, and then I can come over here and create the banner. Since there are no emails, there's nothing about the emails here, but you can also have the emails automatically sent to yourself if you want to double check what the emails say and stuff. And then I can come over here and I can view the gallery and I can see what it looks like. And there's my free shipping right there, ready to go.
Nice.
And it has my code right there, already automatically added. So that looks perfect. Cool. Sweet. So let's go back to the sales and automation section. And what shall we make?
Wait, what shall we do next? Let me see what we want to do next.
Whatever we want.
Print credit. Let's do a print credit.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. This is a thing that a lot of photographers use. So we'll go over here. We'll make
we have a lot of questions about this.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and we'll do just another general coupon app. So let's do $50 print credit. So this is for photographers who, you know, their clients have already purchased something in the store maybe, or you want to give them, you know, just a print credit or like a gift card in the gallery for them to spend. So for this discount, I will come over here and I'm going to select the $1 off discount. And this will basically be my print credit. Yep. So I'll do $50 as the discount amount. And then this discount value will then say $50 off everything. So for coupon code, we can do gift card, something like that. And then we can also, I tend to like to apply the discount to the shipping fee too, so that the client can use it for free shipping. But also, you know, the client can use this coupon code basically as many times as they want until the total amount is used up. So in theory, they could place like, you know, 10 different orders and use this discount on all 10 of those orders. So it just depends on how much they're spending, but they can use it as many times until the total amount that you give them is used up. So then we can go ahead and click apply. And then the campaign duration, you may want to make this one a little bit longer, maybe something like a month for your client so that they have at least a little bit of time to create whatever products they want, but they aren't able to procrastinate too much on them. So I would do something like 14 days or like 1 month or something. So we'll do that. We'll click apply. And then again, we'll probably want some sort of announcement email for that. And then, you know, again, you can just set up the emails and banners to say whatever you want to say. And then, of course, leave any notes to yourself. So we'll do a $50 print credit. And then we'll click save. So for the photographers who do like different print credit sort of tiers, so then you can just create another app basically. So maybe I want to do a $100 print credit, for example.
Yeah, so maybe, yeah, totally. Depending on the package your client got, you might want to do different coupons and then assign them to a different galleries. That's nice.
Yeah, but that warning box that you were talking about.
Yeah, the warning box.
This is just because we didn't click on any of the edits, so our checkboxes weren't checked.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going for this the sections. And if you didn't check that section, so if you did not change anything, it just asks you, hey, are you sure? It looks like you didn't change anything. You might want to do that. And then if you're sure, I'm sure, continue without review or back to edit. So this is like helpful for you guys. If you just maybe missed something, back to edit, look at all these steps and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about emails, for example.
Yeah, so then you can come in and you can click to edit it. And then once you make any edits, then this checkbox will checkmark it, basically.
Rebecca asks if they can, if you can change that $50 coupon so they have to spend all credit at once.
No, you can't, but that's a very good idea. I will add that to the feature request list. That's a good idea. Cool. So here, I'll go ahead and edit one of these. Sale.
So I think at this point, you should be really comfortable with the general coupon. We explored different options of using the general coupon. So different durations of campaign, different types of information that will go to a client automatically or not, and different type of a discount itself. So you can set up if you could just walk through all the things that discount box has to offer, just really quickly. So the discount box, when you edit a discount, yeah, there's percentage off, there's dollars off, there's dollars off including tax, free product, cost price. Can you tell us what means cost price?
So cost price will basically just take off your markup on the product. So then the client would just be paying production cost and you wouldn't be making any profit. So this one's good for families.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so if you want, yeah, if you're doing a wedding for your brother or sister, and you want them to order prints, you set them discount and cost price, so you're not taking advantage of them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. This
they're probably taking
advantage
of you, asking for your discounts about your service. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to everyone who was, strong enough to ask to charge your family.
Stronger than me, that's for sure. And then the last one is this, just a general free shipping one. So, yep.
The other idea, just like a quick idea, is that we can throw after you how you can use the coupon. I think one of the coolest ways of making money with Pic-Time, especially if you just switched to Pic-Time, would be moving your old galleries. Maybe you have, hundreds of galleries on previous platform, or you haven't used any platform at all. You can upload them to Pic-Time, assign your main client, so your couple, and be like, hey, remember I shot your wedding 3 years ago. I just moved you to a new gallery where you can order your prints, and maybe you want to order some calendars or some stuff. So you can actually use general coupon to make information to your client and the initial discount about that you moved them to a new gallery. So to encourage them to sell. I have a friend here locally in Poland. We have a guy that moved about 80 galleries, and he made a nice 4-digit revenue out of selling stuff to his old clients because he just moved them to Pic-Time.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Felix asked, is this the same as the migration app? So in general, migration app, it only works with the galleries that were migrated by a Pic-Time. Am I correct, Lauren?
Yeah. So we offer an official migration service where we move the galleries over for you from a different gallery provider. And then with that app, that's under the campaigns tab. This gallery migration will only work for those Pic-Time migrated galleries. But
if you don't want to spend time migrating on your own, you can just ask Pic-Time, hey, migrate like hundreds of my galleries, and then just use this one. If you migrated them on your own, so uploaded them as a new project, basically, this app won't work. So you have to just set up general coupon that you can maybe even, go to gallery migration and copy all the stuff that is here, because it's like, pre-written here for your general coupon. So, but yeah, it would work generally the same, but you have to set it up on your own if you haven't used Pic-Time migration.
Yeah, but that's a great thing to do. That will definitely convert a lot of people sales-wise, because they're looking at their new gallery, they're seeing the new online store with all the new products. So yeah, that's definitely a very good option for photographers to do. But yeah, we'll go ahead to a couple of the slightly more complex ones, but still pretty simple to set up. Let's do that early bird app. This one is pretty simple. It's closest to the general coupon app.
Can we see what is here on the?
Oh, yes.
Because for me, looking through the gallery, like picking up when you want to learn these, this little information at the bottom is really helpful. So it gives you a timeline of the how long the actual campaign automation will live. So it will start, user view the gallery, promotion starts, then there's going to be announcements, emails being sent, banners are shown, then email reminders are sent, and then early bird promotion ends. So that's how it works. So it sounds a bit like a general coupon, but we will show you the differences.
Yep, exactly. So we'll go ahead and install it. We'll just call it early bird for now. So yeah, the early bird is basically like the general coupon app, but the big difference is that instead of the campaign duration just automatically starting whenever you assign the app to a project, this campaign duration will start when the visitor first views the gallery. So
I think that's the answer to Joe when he asked,
yes,
can it
yes.
start when user sees the gallery? So this one will.
Yep, exactly. So this one's super great for converting people who are visiting the gallery for the very first time. So this early bird duration is basically, it's also how long the coupon code is active and valid for. And then at the end of the duration, the coupon code expires. But the beginning of the duration, again, just depends on whenever the user first views the gallery. So for something like this, we'd probably still want to do 14 days, maybe a week if we are feeling kind of crazy. But we'll stick to 14 days for this one, and then setting up the discount. I would suggest for something like an early bird discount, doing like a percentage off. Probably between 15 and 20%, I would say is pretty good, but it obviously depends on your workflow and your pricing and what you want to give to your clients.
Yeah.
And maybe you want to do like 50% off the store for the first 2 weeks, and then after that everything's regular. So
I think it's something that you would have to especially when you said early bird, this is the one of the automation. So this is something that would probably apply for your full, I don't know, 2021 weddings. Okay. I would do it, for example, for my 2021 wedding. So I would set it up in the beginning of the year. And then the beginning of the year, I would also think, okay, at some point, there's going to be a Black Friday. So maybe I want to offer something for Black Friday. There's going to be maybe Christmas. So this way, I would probably leverage the difference of, the percentages off from a different discount. So at start, I would go 20%. So when, for example, something big like Black Friday hits, I want to do 50%. So they feel like, yeah, this is the moment. So here, I think also early bird, you are riding on this excitement of the people seeing the gallery. So that gives like additional 20, percent of in heads of people. So I think that the value here doesn't have to be that big, but it totally depends on your style, on your strategy. So I think setting this up, think like throughout the whole year. Okay, because this could be a wedding that happens in November next year that you're setting up. And it could be even that some of the guests are going to see the photos in maybe January 2022 or February 2022. And it will, whenever they will see the gallery, that's where early bird will hit and start. Exactly. So again, this one will start when the user sees the gallery. And if the user is again, family and friends, so guests that are invited to the gallery, this is out of your hands. When does it start? But it's really awesome that it does it automatically.
Yeah, it's super nice because then you don't even have to like look through and see who's viewing the gallery when to send it out to them manually. You can just have the app just figure out, oh, hey, this person's viewing the gallery for the first time. Let's send them a discount, sort of thing. So the apps make your life so much easier. They're pretty fantastic. But yeah, the early bird one is super great for converting those people who are first viewing the gallery and they're excited about seeing the photos for the first time. So yeah, we've set up the duration, we've set up the discount. Again, we'll set up the emails and the banners and all of that sort of stuff. We'll click through, and again, I'm not going through all of the steps just for the webinar, but you still will want to look through and read everything and make sure it all looks good. Because again, once you assign the app to a project, then it's sort of like live and it's going, it's happening right now. So you do want to make sure when you set it up that everything looks and reads correctly, or apply it to a test project beforehand, of course. And then the last step in this app is you'll notice that we're limiting the users inside the app itself. So we'll go ahead and click on here to the pencil icon, and we will select which users that we want the app to apply to. So in general, again, you'll probably, for this one, want to do everybody. Probably maybe not the photographer invited if you're like a wedding photographer and sending vendors the gallery too. But then everybody else, you know, the clients and their guests will be able to utilize this discount as well.
Yeah. We do. There's one interesting conversation also in a chat about Aurora says, my clients first discover the gallery when they choose the photos. I'm being retouched. Family, pregnancy, newborn. Should I program the campaign instead of early bird for these clients? Probably yes, because then you just control when it starts, when it ends. And also with the family, pregnancy, and newborn, this is not something that will be, you know, viewed by hundreds of different people that will buy the prints, for example. So I think early bird is more of a wedding-ish type of situation, I'd say, because you rely, for example, on these guests, of these uncles, aunts that want to have their own photos printed. And with the family and newborn, you might want to just restrict it to only the couple themselves, right? So this way, using a general coupon, you control that. You start this when the photos are retouched and ready.
Yeah. But that would be a really great marketing strategy too, because then you're giving them a discount when they have their final images. Like, oh, you know, here we go. Yeah. The photos are finally retouched. Feel free to place an order. So yeah, that's also a really good marketing idea too. Yeah, the early bird probably wouldn't work quite as well in that specific case. And that's totally fine. Then, you know, you would just never use the early bird app for your workflow, and that's, you know, that's allowed too. So yeah, the early bird app, we've got it all set up. We'll go ahead and continue. And then again, you can just apply it to your projects and then they're good to go. So yeah, do we want to create another one? Do we want to create my favorite app?
Abandoned cart?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
So we are starting with the ones that are rather easy to set up, but being complex on the other hand, you know, on the being sent for maybe hundreds of times within few weeks without you never touching you know, your computer. So that's a nice one. And some of these we do recommend to start with, definitely. And yeah, we're going to be doing, again, one more webinar about more sophisticated, let's say, more complex apps that requires a little bit more of your time, attention, and strategy thinking, but can really benefit you.
Yeah.
But these ones are really, as you see, like Lauren, after doing 3 general coupons, just walk through early bird like this. It just it just took us what, 2 or 3 minutes when you were familiar with the system and knowing like how the discount dialogue works. You just go like, yeah, what do I want to offer? Yeah, I want to do like $20 off. I want to do 20% off, but only albums, but only prints, and so on. It's really simple. If you know what you want to do, this allows you to do it really quickly, and then boom, hundreds of thousands of dollars hopefully going to your pocket in the next years. Exactly. This is what we all wish you.
Exactly. Cool. So we'll make speaking of making money, the Abandoned Cart app is by far my favorite app. It is so good.
So wait, let's see. Again,
oh, sorry.
You're too fast for me. I want to see the timeline. This is something that I like looking at. So an item was added to the cart. So this is what engages the app, the actually automated. Wait X days. So you set up the number of days that it waits, and the promotion kicks in. Announcements are being sent, then emails, reminders are sent, and then promotion ends. So, you know, looking at this, knowing the system already, you should be understanding how it will work, and just going through all the steps would be even simpler. So, you know, knowing the system when the new ops comes in as well, just looking at this should help you understand, is this something you want to set up?
Yeah, and also with all of the apps too, we also have tutorial videos too. And we have knowledge base articles as well for people to look through. But yeah, I will go ahead and install this app, the Abandoned Cart app. And yeah, the app is pretty straightforward. Basically, it will send the client a discount when they leave items in their shopping cart. And it's a super great way to convert people. I have seen huge success with it. Our photographers have seen huge success with it. So I highly recommend that every photographer install it and add it to all of their projects because it's a very good app.
So this is something you'd probably want to keep in your template, for example.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I apply this app to all
like, what do I mean by that is what Lauren showed you guys before. When you set up a new project using a template, this will be installed automatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And I'll show us adding this one to the templates as well again.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's go for it.
Cool, cool. Oh boy, I'm so excited. So the campaign start date is when the campaign will begin. And for the abandoned cart, that's the number of days after the item was left in the client's shopping cart. So generally, you'd probably want to do maybe just a few days because, you know, the client they put the item in their shopping cart and for whatever reason they've left, you know, maybe they just got distracted. You know, there's a million different reasons, but you'll want to choose the campaign to begin maybe 1-2 days, maybe even 3 days after the item was placed in the shopping cart because it's still fresh on the client's mind. You also have the option to send this discount at the beginning of each month after an item was left in the shopping cart. You know, the beginning of the month is when most people get paid. So they have a little bit more money to spend and stuff. So you can say, you know, hello, it's a new month. I noticed you had this item in your shopping cart. Here's a discount to place an order. So yeah, you can do it at the beginning of the month or you can do it after, you know, a certain number of days. I generally do just a certain number of days. So I will do 2 days for this campaign. And then that's 2 days after the client has left their items in their shopping cart. And then the campaign duration, again, is how long the coupon will be active for.
Will be valid, yeah.
So with 1 day, you know, the coupon is only valid for 24 hours. And at the end of 24 hours, it expires again. For this campaign duration, I would highly recommend doing 1 day, maybe 2 days at the most. But you know, you want this campaign duration to not last for very long because the item is already in the client's shopping cart. You know, they've already designed it and it's already ready to go. They just have to click the button to place the order. So giving them, you know, a quick 24-hour discount will, you know, encourage them to not procrastinate anymore and actually complete their order. So you'll want the campaign to run for as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
basically.
so abandoned cart in general is about quick decisions.
Exactly.
Enforcing those decisions.
Exactly, yeah. And then the next step is you can choose to delete the shopping cart if the client doesn't make a purchase. In general, I would say you'll probably want to not delete people's items in their cart, but sometimes photographers will want to clear out old shopping carts, so that's an option for you as well. And then, of course, the discount itself is
so
the same
box that we know and love already.
Exactly. Yeah. So for something like an abandoned cart, you'll probably want to do like 10, 15, maybe 20% discount. You may want to do, you know, free shipping maybe, but it also depends on if you're already doing a free shipping discount. So for me, I would do like a 15% off discount, or maybe something like 10%, something small, but will still encourage the clients to actually place that order. So we'll do 10% just for today. So then it will say 10% off, flash sale. The user can use the code only once, and then we'll go ahead and apply. And then the emails, of course, the email will send out, you know, after the client has left their items. So your cart is waiting. Are you still thinking it over?
I actually love these images here by Pic-Time. They're very helpful. But again, what Lauren showed you before, you can change them either to a bunch of pre-designed ones or your own.
Yeah, there's like There's a bunch. You can, there's so many of them that you can choose from. But yeah, you can also upload.
You can maybe make a photo of yourself with a card.
Yeah.
And stuff in it and a sad face and be like, you left your card waiting.
Oh my goodness, that would be so funny. That would convince me to purchase, definitely.
Or like support your photographer.
Yeah, please help me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So then this email will send out to the client. I always like to be like, hey, I really encourage people to print out their images. You don't want them staying online forever. So this is my gift to you to please create physical products. So I love this app. And my clients do too. They use it all the time. And then,
and then the banners.
The banners will set up again.
So we know them. There's interesting discussion in the chat about abandoned cart running along the other campaign. So let's say there's an early bird running. So they have 20% off and they put something in your card. What happens with the...
So
does it trigger the abandoned cart?
It will also trigger. So you do want to kind of pay attention to which apps are alive at the time. So yeah, this app will trigger even if there are other campaigns that are going on. Kind of I guess a little trick that you can do with the abandoned cart app. There isn't a way to officially pause an app necessarily, but if you go into an app and edit it, then the app will become inactive. And you'll see here that the status is inactive and it's being edited. So you could do that for like the abandoned cart if you're running another campaign and you just want to sort of pause it. You could also delete the app too, I guess, but you wouldn't necessarily want to delete it. But
so this is some that maybe it would be worth adding abandoned cart after early bird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And also when you go, so we'll go back here to the specific project. If you have, the multiple apps set up, so maybe I do have my abandoned cart app and my early bird app all set up right here automatically, you can just also come in here and toggle off the abandoned cart app too if you don't want it to be active for the project at the moment. Because even though the abandoned cart app is active, it's not doing anything until the client does something. So it's pretty easy to unassign and then reassign whenever you need. So yeah, but that's a good point to bring up because you do want to at least be aware of what discounts are happening and what things are happening all at the same time too. So yeah. Cool. And I will go ahead and show how to add it again.
Sorry, Alexandra asks here if they're already using general coupon, will the extra percentage stack on the discount only if you use stack discount options. So that's again the territory that is kind of dangerous if you set up something that is running maybe 30% off and then you add something or trigger something that is 20% off. So I wouldn't recommend this stacking, but this is a decision to you because it does make sense. For example, having run an early bird at a 20% off and then abandoned carts adding maybe additional 5%. So you're still probably in the safe zone here, but you got to know your own numbers to make a decision on that. And we know that there's a discussion between photographers, should they stack these or not. So this totally depends on you, on the way you're running your business. That's why we say we don't recommend stacking these because we treat this webinar as a very entry-level one. But if you feel comfortable with the system, if you feel comfortable with what are you doing and your strategies, you might want to check stacking orders here on abandoned cart. So you just add that little, a cherry on the top, your early bird, for example. If someone left something in their cart for 2 days, you add maybe 5%, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's a very good point. Yeah. So I will go ahead and, what was I saying before? I will just add it to, the project template. So I'll come over here to my settings and the preferences, and then we'll come back here to our family template, and we'll go ahead and just get that abandoned cart app added. So maybe you don't necessarily want to add this to the template just yet. If you want to do the early bird discount first, and then when that discount is used up, then you can go ahead and add the abandoned cart app to be alive for the rest of the gallery. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maciej adds a nice information here. The problem is with abandoned cart is with promo that starts after months, like maybe expiration promo. You could forget the expiration promo and have problems. Is that what we meant about dangerous zone of stacking stuff? If you have a stacking promotion that are triggered not by you, it can be triggered without you knowing that it's triggered, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why it can get after a few months that you set this up, you're busy with the season, you forgot, you changed something, and then you add 30% on top of 30%, and that's where it gets dangerous. But again, if you do stuff strategically, if you know what are you doing, this is a decision that you have to make.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Well, cool.
If we could do one more.
Okay, cool. Which one would you like to see?
I want to do, because I do have, wait, should I show, can you stop sharing screen for a sec?
Yes. Stop share.
I'm using this as my iPad stand, but this is the calendar on the wooden stand. And since it's end of the year, maybe it's a good option to somehow promote the calendar. So I did this once and was able to convert on these. So what I actually did was I ordered one for myself, took a bunch of photos of it, put it in my Insta stories and stuff like that. Hey, I'm doing these calendars. These are amazing, by the way. These are nice quality.
I love it.
I use an app called Send Product to send calendar discounts and already designed calendars. And that was a really good idea, because like in these days, I think, people are, all the time running. They don't have time maybe to choose the photos for calendars. And Pic-Time allows you to actually design stuff for your client and just have it ready for them and send it with a discount, so they can just look at it and be like, I want this. It's lovely.
Exactly.
But yes, it's very personal.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and come over here to sales and automation, and we'll go over to campaigns or to automations, and then we'll click more automations here. So we'll go ahead and add our Send Product app. Yeah, this app is great. I use this app to send, wedding albums to my clients. So I use this one all the time too. It's fantastic. But we'll do one for a calendar. Calendar, Send Product. Add the app. Okay, cool. So you'll notice that this one has quite a few more steps to it. But again, it's all pretty straightforward. We've seen most of these things before. But we'll go ahead and just go through it one at a time here, starting at the beginning. So the first step is the design fee. If you want to add on an additional price for your clients, since you've designed the product yourself, you can add an additional price right here if you want. And then you can also select this product landing page. You can either have it so that the product is automatically already in the client's shopping cart, or you can have it in a designed for you interface, which is just another tile block on their main storefront. So they'll see the made for you button and they'll click on it, and then they can edit the product if they want. So you can choose whichever option you want. I usually do the design for you interface, especially for like a calendar or an album. The client will probably want to edit it to be exactly what they want. And then we'll go ahead and come over here. You'll see that there's a first campaign section and then a second campaign section. You can toggle off this second campaign if you want to just have it be a little bit more simple. But here,
second campaign would be the additional discount if they didn't use the first one, right?
Right, exactly. So yeah, maybe they didn't use the first discount for the first, 2 weeks. So then instead we want to give them a different discount later on.
So you're giving them like, here is in this template, it gets like 30% month later.
So, exactly.
You can work with this. Maybe not for calendar that you probably want them to have January, February at least, especially with these, because you can order them starting from whatever month you want, right?
Oh yeah. With the calendars, you can have the calendar start in the middle of the year. So in theory, you could do this, at any time throughout the year, basically.
Yeah.
Yep. So then we'll set up our discount. Maybe you don't want to offer a discount, so we can just delete the discount if we want. We'll just remove it completely if we want to do that. And then again, we'll just set the campaign duration. For something like this, the campaign duration is only in reference to the emails and banners now that we don't have a discount. But let's
say we want to give them this with 10% off.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I designed calendar for you, and everyone deserves a beautiful calendar, especially with your images that I have shot, and I'm awesome. So these photos are awesome, blah, blah, blah. And here you can even purchase it 10% off within the next 7 days, let's say.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so you do 10% off a discount value. You type a coupon code. You can use it only once. That makes sense. You don't have to add free shipping. You don't have to do minimum order. You do limit this though to a specific product, which is going to be the wood stamp calendar.
Let's see, calendar. There we go. Yeah, so if you wanted, you could even check mark all of them if you want the client to have any of the options, and then you would just set the number of uses to 1 so that they can only select one calendar. So maybe I do want to offer any of the 6x9 calendars.
Yeah, because they will all use the same design.
Yeah, but then just give them the option to select one of them as their actual official product that they get discounted. So then we'll go ahead and click apply. And let's
do 7 days.
Duration,
just
7 days.
For the sake of doing something different.
Yeah, because something like a calendar, they'll need enough time to look over the design and edit it, but they'll still want to get it ordered pretty quickly. So
we set up emails so as you can see, setting every app is kind of very similar with the steps you are familiar with, especially the main steps being emails, being banners. If you get familiar with them, it's really easy to make your own.
Yeah.
And here in a message, you can go crazy on how much time did you spend on actually designing for them.
Exactly. Cool. So see my.
But here, let's say we do it as an automation, maybe for now, just if you do something as an automation, you want to have the email being written, as much general as it can be, while on the other hand being quite your own thing.
And that's where the dynamic text tokens will come in too, especially with the username and stuff.
The first name, especially if you're saying, because sometimes with the guest names they wouldn't put their full name, they would go for blah 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 whatever. Or don't email me, and it'd be hello, don't email me. But with the main clients, you actually put the name in the section, right?
Yeah,
so
I mean the client will still be able to change their
mistakes,
name. Yeah. Yep. So then it will be kind of customized
for you.
Then.
Nice.
Exactly. And then we'll go ahead and click apply. And then, you'll want to go in again and check the banners as well. Right now they just say album, but we would want them to say calendar, of course.
Yeah, you change it. Let's say we don't want a second campaign. It's a one-time thing.
Yeah. The second campaign is basically like the first campaign, but the delay
Delayed. Mm-hmm.
promotions, you can set up how long between the two. So then if we wanted to keep this set up based on how everything's set up right now, the first campaign will be the first 7 days, and then there will be a month period where nothing happens. And then after that, this second campaign would kick in, and it would be 7 days for this campaign too. But yeah, for now we'll go ahead and just toggle it off, and then it's not even applied. So for this, I'll do 10% off calendars, but just the 6x9 calendars, and then we'll go ahead and click save. And now for this app, we'll go ahead and assign it to the specific project. So I'll come over here to my main dashboard tab. I'll come again to my project right here, and I'll go to my automations and discounts tab. Now for this app, since you're sending a product, when we go and we click to add this app, we can edit a couple of these things.
Yeah, let's say it only goes to main clients. That's the change we want to definitely.
Yeah. So for this, we'll either want to select, the specific user as the client, or, just the main clients. Or maybe we do want to send it out to everybody and be like, hey, I put a calendar in everybody's shopping carts for the people to purchase. So you may want to do it for everybody.
Yeah, totally depends on you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the beauty of the system.
And then you can add your design fee again here as well if you want. And then right here, we can actually choose our product design.
Product design. Nice.
We'll go here and it will automatically take us to the shop. If you already have like a designed product and you saved it as a saved design, it would show up here in your saved design sections. But you can also just come through here and just design the product right away. So I will select my wood stand calendar. All of these.
And on the top you see starts on.
Yep. So we want it to start January, please. So then we've got January selected, and we can also change how it appears too if we want. So then you can get crazy with designing products here, but we'll go ahead and click done editing, and then it's got our exact designed product.
But yeah, if you spend some time and really care about the design and then send it, I think this is a really powerful product. Like this app, powerful app, as just the intention that for your clients that, hey, I just designed something for you. This is for you. This is like made specifically for you. That was my private time that I used, so you could, so you don't have to.
Exactly.
And actually, that was the answer I got for my client. Like, yeah, it's amazing. It's already done. I want it. Boom.
Exactly.
Yes, and the clients can readjust, make any changes they want. So they will see this as a product in the cart that they can click back to edit, and they can edit this calendar if they want to change maybe some photos. But like you give them a really good starting point. Plus, if you give them discount right now, what we just set up.
Yeah, so they'll still be able to go in and edit the product before they actually purchase it.
The Kath asked what happens when the client clicks the button in the email.
Yeah, so after they click the email, they'll either be taken to their shopping cart where they can see the item in their cart ready to be checked out, or they'll be taken to the main storefront page where when they see all of the products listed out, they'll see a special made for you sort of product that they can just click on then and then add it to their cart if they want. Yep.
Nice. Ellen says, this is a great idea. I just had all galleries open for a week for holiday sales and think I could have sold a lot of these as grandparent gifts. Yeah.
Well, New Year's, do a New Year's campaign. We still got time for that.
Yeah, New Year's campaign is awesome as well.
For those people who missed out on the Christmas cards, you can do New Year's cards instead. So.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks, Lauren. That was great.
No problem.
That was
great.
Yeah,
I love this app too. This one's great. So. Do we want to go ahead and open it up to questions now?
Yes. Let us know if you have any questions for us. I think that was an amazing demo. So at this point, you all should be really familiar with all the basic settings in each of the apps. So you can even go out to the more complex ones on your own if you want right now, just see how it looks. And if you understand everything, the power of the system, I think, is the options to customize stuff. I think like my favorite thing about it is that you can just have your own voice, your own images, your own branding, colors, and all that stuff. And then it is just being sent automatically. You just set it up once and then assign it to the galleries when you upload the galleries. That you still have to, make that steps uploading galleries. That's still something that doesn't happen automatically. So at this point, when you just add something to the template, it's amazing that you just, assign your full strategy. Like, okay, my strategy is early bird, abandoned cart, and Valentine's Day, let's say, right? That's my strategy. And my strategy is 20% off, 30% off, and maybe 50% off. And maybe after 6 months, I want to do gallery expiration. And that's like the last time, option, like last chance to buy something from me because your gallery goes to my archives, let's say 70% off. Like you want to go crazy. So like you have to think about it throughout the whole year, throughout the whole, life of the gallery, let's say. Some people keep their galleries for 12 months. Some people keep their clients' galleries for 6 months. Some people for 3 months. So yeah, so totally depends on you. Sitting in a lockdown and thinking about strategy is, I think, the best way to actually utilize that time. And making a profit of it throughout whole year. 2021. Thank you all for watching. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. I love getting to talk about the sales apps. And the other thing is too, like, with Pic-Time, we're always talking about how we want to help photographers, promote their images long past the actual photo shoot session. So doing store sales and campaigns around the holidays and like giving clients products to purchase and stuff, all of this is so that people can get their photos printed out, and so that you as a photographer can make even more money from your photos, because it's one thing to have money from a photo session, but it's totally another thing to like see the print sales roll in throughout the entire year. So
Exactly.
The sales automation apps will change your life.
Yeah, and this is the power of it, that that this is something that would just get you a constant passive income of the stuff that you have already done. So yeah, and if you're new to Pic-Time, consider moving your galleries either via a gallery migration service or on your own, and just adding some strategies to maybe give your clients options to buy something from you, since you now have a store.
Yes.
And we do have, there was something, we do have also a professional services. Can you say something about this, Lauren?
Yes, so we do also offer a professional services program. So you can sit one-on-one with one of our support agents. You can chat with me if you want. And we will do a call with you to go through your specific account and help you get your pricing set up a project template, get some sales automation apps set up too as well, so that you can kind of, begin immediately to make a profit on your images. So the professional services is where you can just sit down one-on-one and have a video call with one of us. And then we will go through and like sort of show you all of the steps to get everything set up for you. So it's a great option for those of you who like want to see it on your specific account and have like a bunch of questions. So
yeah, love it. Amazing. Okay. Thanks so much, everyone. There's a link to professional services in the chat, so you can go see the link. We'll see you again in the very soon in the next one. I'm guessing I can see that Lauren is already excited about the next one, because
I am.
Customize. There's so many options just to make it yours, make it on brand with you. make it right with your strategy, and just apply it to your projects and profit from it. Okay, it was nice. It was nice evening for me with you, all of you guys, with you, Lauren. Thanks so much, and goodbye. See you next time.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Bye.